So today let's start in a seated position. Eyes closed or at a soft gaze, rolling your shoulders back. You can rest your hands on your thighs or cradle your right hand with your left, thumbs gently touching. Starting to focus on your breath. And we'll start to breathe in at the count of 4. So breathing in at 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then breathing out at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to breathe in at the count of 4, raising our arms overhead. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then twisting, breathing out for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Breathing in for 1, hands are going to come overhead, 2, 3, and 4. So you should be centered, and then twisting to the left, bringing your arms down for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Breathing in, just a regular breath, coming back to front, and breathing out, we're going to hinge over, bring your hands down to the floor, to the mat, releasing your neck, releasing your head, and then maybe rocking from right to left, noticing maybe the release in your lower back. And let's walk our hands back up. We're going to come to a tabletop position. And let's just do a couple cat-cow here. So breathing in, dipping your belly button, raising your chest up and your head. And then breathing out, rounding your spine. Maybe pushing the tops of your feet into the mat. Really bring your belly button towards the back of your spine. And breathing in. And breathing out. We're going to bring our toes under as we come up into our first downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling your feet out. Thinking about bringing your belly button towards your spine, so activating your core. Maybe at this point you can think about an intention that you'd like to carry through your practice today. And then we're going to walk our feet to our hands, slowly. And then release your body in a forward fold. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows, maybe swinging from right to left. And then finding stillness. Releasing your hands, coming in to a halfway lift, and then forward fold. Again, halfway lift, and then fold. Pushing yourself up to standing, just rolling up, taking your time, and then breathing in. Arms are going to come overhead. And then breathing out, we're going to interlace our fingers, pop our palms to the sky. Let's reach over towards the right side. Maybe our hip comes out towards the left. And then coming back to center, reaching over towards the left side. And your gaze is still towards the sky. Your right hip is out toward the right. And then coming back to center, coming down into a forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Planting your hands and step your right foot back, then your left foot, and we're in a plank. And then lower yourself down slowly. Let's come into Sphinx. So let's bring our hands to the side of our head, pushing up into Sphinx. And then lowering down. Bring your hands toward by the side of your chest and then pushing up into Cobra. Could be baby Cobra or your full expression. And then coming down. Bring your toes under as we come up into plank and then up into downward facing dog. Let's bring our right leg up, bending your knee, opening up the hip. You can create a little movement here if you like, with your ankle or your hip. Pushing your hands into the mat. And then we're going to swing our knee to our nose, rounding the spine, and then kicking up. Knee to nose, and then kick up. We're going to bring our foot in between our hands and then lower your knee down, your left knee down, as you come up into low lunge. Let's bring our hands overhead. And then we're going to bring our right hand to our waist as we bring our left arm up and over, really pushing into the bottom of your feet, the bottom of your right foot, and the top of your left foot. Pushing into the earth. And then coming back to center, both arms up overhead. And really give yourself a nice back bend here. Let's frame the foot and twist to the right. Bring your right arm up to the sky. And let's frame our foot again. Let's come into a half split. So your bottom's going to go towards your back foot. Flexing that front foot. And then hinging over. Wherever it feels good, wherever you start to feel a little bit of sensation. Releasing your head. And then we're going to come back into a low lunge. And then we're going to kick our right leg up into a three-legged dog. And then release down. Bring your left leg up, bending your knee, opening up. Breathing in and releasing out. We're going to bring knee to nose, rounding the back, and then kicking up. Again, knee to nose, and then kick up. And then we're going to swing our foot in between our hands, coming into a low lunge, releasing your right knee down to the mat. And then bringing both arms overhead. We're going to bring our left hand to our waist, and then bring your right arm up and over. Your gaze is still towards the sky, really feeling the space that you're creating in your right side body. Bringing both hands up overhead. Again, really sinking down into this back bend. And then framing your front foot, Twisting to the left by bringing your left arm up to the sky. Gaze follows. Framing your front foot, coming into a half split. Flexing that front foot and then hinging over. And then let's come forward and then swing your left foot up, all the way up into a three-legged dog, and then release. Coming back to plank, releasing all the way down. Coming into your favorite back bend, I'm going to come into Cobra. And then lifting up into downward facing dog. We're going to walk our hands to our feet this time. Coming into a forward fold. Maybe you grab your ankles and pull. Maybe your gaze is towards your belly button. And then release and roll yourself all the way up to standing. Bring your hands overhead. And then to heart center. Into Tadasana, rolling your shoulders back. And we're going to come into a little. So stabilizing your left foot, bringing your right foot up to a 90 degree. And then you're bringing it out to the side. Maybe your hands come to heart center if that feels better. And then find your tree. You can have a low tree, a kickstand tree, a tree over your knee. Just making sure that you're not pushing onto your knee. And maybe you grow your branches. Activating your core. Bring your hands back to heart center. And then releasing your leg out to the side, and then forward, and then down. Shaking out your left leg, and we'll do it on the other side. So finding your stability in your right leg, your right foot. Bring your left knee up, and then out to the side. Finding your tree. Finding your drishti, your focal point. And then maybe growing your branches. And then finding your center again. Releasing your leg wherever it is, back to, and then forward, and then releasing it down. And maybe shaking it out a little bit. And we'll go through one more vinyasa flow. So hands come up overhead, maybe in a little baby back bend here. Hands can also come to your waist in a back bend. And then let's release, bring the arms overhead, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold. Let's come into plank, all the way down or halfway, and then upward dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the mat. And we'll do a little cat-cow here. So breathing in and breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. We'll find a seat, a seated position. Bottoms of our feet will come together in Baddha Konasana, really straightening your back. Breathing in and then folding over. When you find that sweet spot, releasing your head.
maybe rock from right to left. And then walk your hands back up. And let's do a little bit of a boat pose. So straightening your back. And then you can bring your right leg up. Maybe bring your left leg up. If you're ready, you can bring both legs up. And then bring your hands out to the side. Maybe release down just a little bit. And then come back up. And then release down just a little bit. And then come back up. And then release all the way down, coming into a full body stretch. Hands come overhead, pointing your toes. And then we're going to bring our knees to our chest, allowing them to fall over to the right side. And maybe your gaze goes to the left. Your arms can come out in a T, or they can come into goalpost arms, goddess arms. I like to give myself a little self-assist here by pushing down on my leg. Coming into the twist a little bit deeper with the assist. And then switching sides, allowing your knees to fall over to the left and your gaze is towards the right. And then we'll come back to center, bring your knees towards our chest, and then keeping your right knee towards your chest as you extend the left foot up to the sky. And then lower that left leg all the way down. And then let's switch sides. Bring your left knee towards your chest. Extend your right foot up to the sky, flexing your foot. And if you're ready, lowering that right leg all the way down to the ground, to your mat. And then we'll bring both knees to the chest, maybe rocking from side to side or making circles with your knee. If you're making circles, going the other direction. And then finding your stillness. We're gonna rock ourselves up into a seated position. And you can come into a soft gaze or eyes closed. Dipping your chin just a little bit. Finding your breath. Maybe coming back to the intention that you made in the beginning of class. Bring your hands to heart center, pressing gently to your heart. May the light within me honor the light within you, as we say, Namaste. Thank you for joining Yoga for Dad today. If you're enjoying this journey, please subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you again tomorrow.